and shine, Chucketeers. Coming to you live on YouTube, it's time once again for the Cluckin Crew podcast. With your hosts, series creator and voice of Chucky Chicken, Michael Cook. Lead director, storyboard artist, and compositor, Elias Levine. And art director, lead character designer, and lore keeper, Tino Calcaterra. Join us for animation news, behind-the-scenes info on the series, special guests, audience interactive events, and much more. And now, on with the show!
Okay, we're not doing that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Cluckin Crew podcast, the official Chucky Chicken podcast. I am your host, the creator and voice of Chucky himself, Michael Cook. With me, as always, is my very good friend, my head of storyboarding and compositing, Elias Levine. And we're still waiting to hear from our dear friend, our art director, character designer, and official lore keeper, Tino Calcaterra. No idea where he is. I'm sure he'll hop in. But anyway, hi guys. Welcome. Hello. This is a very interesting episode. I'm actually coming to you live from the CineSpace Chicago studios in the heart of Chicago, Illinois. This is the place where they actually filmed Chicago PD. Oh, it's not? Oh, okay. How do we do that? Mute and unmute?
They should be able to hear me through your desktop audio.
Yeah.
But
Now they can.
Go in, like,
Oh, like the sources.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me... Alright, how do I refresh this now? Just click it? Properties? Okay. Okay. Alright. Try it now.
Hello?
No, nothing. Weird. Alright, hold on. Oh. Okay. Well, here we are, folks. Our first mess up of the day.
It's been a minute. We're still. Oh, there we go. It's on in the OBS. So you can turn off the
Perfect.
echo.
Okay. Is it working? No, it turned off. The Discord. Wait, hold on. Do I need to have it on Discord in order for it to work? Try talking. Okay. In the meantime, while he's trying to get that thing fixed, I do want to need to turn up the microphone on your end, Elias. So anyway, boy, would not be a typical stream. Yes, wouldn't it be perfect without all these technical difficulties? Thank you, Saberwing. And yes, we did change your, we chose your fan art today. So you're welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't read it thoroughly, but it looked really fun. And plus, you're a pal. So we wanted to just, have you celebrated. Because I don't think we've celebrated you quite yet. So, I know, we're working on it. I have the desktop audio.
Yeah, I'm just looking how I have it on my stream.
Yeah.
Do you have the window match priority to window title must match?
I'm in Project Hub. Wait a minute, hold on.
No, in the OBS for the Discord audio. In the source.
Window title must match title, otherwise find... Let me do save.
Yeah, window title must match.
There we go.
Then,
okay. All right, try it now.
Hello?
There
Yeah,
you are. Hello. Okay, cool. Whew. Boy, that was a headache and a half, that one. But anyway, yes, here we are. we're back. Let's see who's with us here now. Saberwing is here. Hello. Kim Gonzalez is here. Alan Aguilar, Harvey Maltese Mancia. Good to see you guys. The Coffee Cat Dad. Bonjour. Welcome. Nice to have you. NGB is in the house. Good to see you. And Flint Carnage is here. I think my edible kicked in, Chucky. All right, let's keep that discussion off the show. All right, good deal. Well, welcome. Happy to hear you're having a good time. But yes, so today's show is going to be a little bit differently. It's going to work a little bit differently because I'm at the CineSpace studio. Unfortunately, we only have a very short amount of time for our podcast today, only about 2 hours. So I do need to end the show at around 6:30 Central Standard Time, so that way I could be packed up out of the office and out the studio by 7 o'clock. So we're going to do our best to get everything done in the 2 hour period. I know we used to once upon a time. But, it'll be just like old times. So, but with that being said, before we begin, for all of you folks that are going to be celebrating this holiday, there you go. Happy 4th of July. Yes. Please make sure that you have a safe and happy holiday season, holiday tomorrow. There's a lot of rumors out there, but just make sure that you stay safe, and please don't blow yourself up, because we like you and we want you here for next time. Right, Elias? Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, but with all that being said, it's now time for the Cluckin Crew cracking news. Nice. All right, moving right along. Our top story of today is actually a very interesting one, coming at us from Cartoon Brew. Mercury Filmworks and Blue Spirit are partnering to produce high-end films and series, which is pretty rad. Oh, by the way, happy belated Canada Day to all of you lovely folks up in America's hat. Ottawa, Canada's Mercury Filmworks, who created the Bob's Burger movie, Hilda, and The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse, and France and Canada's Blue Spirit Studios, responsible for Blue Eye Samurai and What If, are partnering to launch Seraphim, a new animation pipeline that combines their strengths to produce, quote, high-end animation that blends 2D and 3D techniques and blurs the line between concept art and production. Here's what we currently know about their new service offering, and this is directly from Cartoon Brew themselves. The pipeline gives clients access to Mercury Films' 2D services and Blue Spirit's 3D services. It is designed for, quote, high-budget projects, including feature films in the $30 to $50 million range, so, don't go running off to them with your pitches, and series with, quote, premium plus episodic budgets. Seraphim's pipeline extends to visual development through post-production, giving producers a one-stop shop to complete an entire project. The pipeline will handle both adult and family content. It says that production will take place across Ottawa, Montreal, Paris, and Angoulême. And
you want me to read that for you?
Angoulême. Hang on one second, folks. I do apologize. Give me a quick second.
So while he's doing that, I'll just put my 2 cents in early. I adored Hilda, so I think I'm really excited to see what comes of this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm back, by the way. Yes, so Angoule with a little squiggle on it, M-E.
A little squiggle on it, or
yeah.
Is it like
a little triangle thing? Is it?
Oh, an accent aigu. I see.
Yeah, that one.
What was before that?
Paris.
No, I meant what letter?
Oh, Angoule with the squiggle M-E.
Angoulême.
Thank you. Paris and Angoulême. Per the press release, these locations provide access to top-tier talent and offer significant tax credits and financial incentives, enhancing overall production values. They're not going to be using this pipeline for original content developed at their own studios, nor will Seraphim impact the service work that these companies currently do for other clients. They are currently onboarding their first client with visual development set to begin this summer. So yeah, that's kind of cool that these two
Dude, that's really cool. Have you watched Hilda or Blue-Eyed Samurai?
No.
They are stunning.
Oh.
Stunning. Hilda is like, it's rigged, but it's so fluid that like you can't even tell.
Oh.
It's really good. I would highly recommend Hilda.
Okay. I've seen bits and pieces of it.
I don't know quite as much about Blue-Eyed Samurai, but it also looks like really good.
Oh, okay. Well,
so these two teaming up to like create basically like a studio purely for others to utilize for their content, I think it's really interesting. For one, that they're not creating like
original
unique,
stuff,
their own original stuff. That I think is very interesting, but purely from knowing like the work that these studios have done, I'm really interested to see what comes out of it.
Okay. Nice. Well, good deal. Well, then that works. I'm curious too. So we'll keep our eye on this development. It sounds really cool, and when they announce their first projects, you'll hear it here first. So,
heck yeah, dude.
Which is super exciting.
Excited.
Yeah. Little bit of a funner side. I thought this was super interesting, so I wanted to share it with all of you. As folks know, I happen to be a huge fan of the mouse, and while I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the preschool stuff, I did saw this was kind of interesting. Mickey Mouse Funhouse is going to be celebrating the Armenian the Armenian holiday Vardavar. I hope I said that right.
Oh,
so,
that's cool.
Yeah, it says, according to Animation Magazine, the Fab Five are gearing up for another colorful animated celebration this week with a special episode, Mickey Mouse Funhouse, celebrating Vardavar, now available to stream on Disney+. The Armenian festival takes place July 7th, so in a couple of days. You can check out the new clip below. In the episode, Mickey and the gang are invited to enjoy Vardavar, where everyone celebrates by splashing water on each other, and the goddess, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, Ashtgig, pays them a visit. The story highlights elements of Armenian culture, such as language, food, and fashion. It premiered in March on Disney Junior. You can watch a music video featuring the song It's Vardavar on the Disney Junior YouTube channel. So this is actually pretty cool. I love, one of my favorite things about the Mickey Mouse Paul Rudish series that they did. They would take Mickey and the gang all over the world, and they would first off, the characters would speak the language that they were in. Like, for example, if they were in Mexico, they'd speak Spanish. One of the first episodes was La Triomphe Croissant, and they all spoke French, which I was kind of worried when I first saw it, because I was like, is the whole thing going to be in French? I'm really worried now. But it was really cool. So the fact that they're continuing this tradition in Mickey Mouse Funhouse, I adore it. I think this is super cool.
Yeah. I mean, I love the outfits that they're rocking. Also, Tino!
Tino's here!
You came right in the news.
Right in the middle of the news.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Just got home.
Welcome home.
Oh.
Nice to have you. We've missed you, buddy. Oh, Saberwing, of course. So, a Mickey Mouse wet T-shirt contest, basically.
No. They're wearing togas, I think. No, that's Greek.
No, yeah.
I don't know the words.
Armenia.
But
so.
I love Minnie's outfit there. I think it's really cute.
Yes. The clip does not do Minnie justice at all, because she's wearing a completely different
It really gives
outfit.
me old school Chelsea vibes.
Yeah! It really does. Oh, yeah. I guess that's kind of why I was drawn to it a little bit too. Drawn to it. See what I did there? Where's my little thing? Hold on. I was drawn to it. All right, kill me. Moving right along with our final story for today. This was very interesting, and I had to share it because, like I said, it just was super, super interesting. The title of the article is Ready to Pivot and Adapt: How Top Animation Service Studios Are Facing Today's Industry Challenges. Now, as everyone knows, there is a huge, huge thing going on right now in the animation industry. It's no surprise with the rise of AI and, all the strikes and everything. It's just really kind of crazy what's going on. So basically, I wanted to share this with you because I wanted to this is from June 28th, so it's a couple days old, but I wanted to talk, I'm just going to read it verbatim. I haven't read the whole thing, but I did want to talk a little bit about it. It says, it's a well-known fact that service studios are the unsung powerhouses of the animation industry. Although many tentpoles are original ideas formed and rendered by big studios, including Disney, DreamWorks, Sony, and Illumination, a large swath of celebrated features and shows owe their visual charm to service studios. Take 2023's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Mayhem, por ejemplo. That's for example in Espanol. The story was cracked at Paramount, but it was Micro's Animation who was tasked with animating the film itself. With such films as Orion and The Dark, the last Paw Patrol feature, Netflix's Thelma the Unicorn, and Paramount's The Tiger Apprentice under its belt, Micros has established itself as a major player in the service side of the industry, able to adapt a range of genres and art styles. Micros Animation does not have a house style. We pride ourselves in being able to achieve any look the filmmakers envision. This is our superpower, says head of production Adriana Cohen. Therefore, we continue to grow with the filmmakers and produce films that creatively push boundaries and entertain audiences. That's kind of huge. That's a big deal. So basically, there's safety in numbers as well. They're echoed by, the sentiments are echoed by Superprod Animation CEO Clomain Calvé, who outlines the benefits of having an international company. We have studios in several places with different specialties, but all those studios are connected. That's why we have developed the company that way, to be ready to answer any needs at any time. That's kind of a huge deal as well. Obviously, it's very important to have.
This kind of is reminding me of our first story with that merger of those three studios and offering services for other people to create things. I think that I can totally understand why this is like something that's becoming more the norm,
right?
Because quite frankly, it's a way to almost like avoid some of the things that come with being part of a pre-established like animating superpower,
Right. Yeah, so for people who don't know, like when Disney does a show, or Nickelodeon, we'll use Nickelodeon for an example. When they do their shows, they typically don't do them in-house. They outsource to different production companies. Like, for example, a lot of the Butch Hartman stuff was done through Frederator Studios, who contacted Billionfold, which is Hartman's production company, to do shows like Danny Phantom, Bunsen is a Beast, Fairly Odd Parents, so on and so forth. Disney used to do all of their stuff in-house, but then I want to say like maybe 20 years ago or so, they started outsourcing a lot of it to different production companies. But all of the feature film stuff is typically done either in-house or in different studios, like Disney France or Disney Tokyo, Disney Australia, Disney Vancouver, whatever. So by doing this, it sounds like that there's this massive shift in the way that production companies are going to be doing business, and I think it's really really interesting. Um, and here's kind of the one thing that I did also want to point out. It talks a little bit about AI here. Also shaking up the industry is the advent of generative AI. We have seen major studios integrate the technology, such as in Marvel's Secret Invasion TV show, stoking fears across the industry that many jobs may be redundant. Cohen sees the potential in the technology. It's easy to envision pipelines without code issues that can easily adapt to other technologies, the creation of tools that allow artists more freedom and creative possibilities, and a final product that is achieved in less time and effort. But she also was keen to advise caution. Animation is an art form, which by definition is a craft. So venturing forth with AI, it is critical for us to be conscious stewards of the art form and the artists. Neither Micros, SuperProd, nor Mainframe currently employ AI in their projects directly. However, Fajner also has an eye on how the technology will develop. Quote, "It's not a mature technology yet," he explains. "It does a lot of useful things, but as in any technology, a lot of awful things but as with a lot of awful things, we want to do beautiful things. We want to master what we do, and we do not want things to happen by chance, to accidentally have something beautiful. We have to be able to repeat beauty for 52 episodes in a row." Calvé has a more unconventional idea of how AI can be used in the pipeline. "We use AI to benchmark what we should not do," says Calvé. "When we start working on a project, we go to AI and ask it to give us a task. Then we say, if everybody can get this on Midjourney, then we should get away from that, because this is the most common thing that everybody would think of. As far as how AI will affect jobs in animation, Fajner believes that, by the way, Fajner is, I don't see, okay, I just lost the darn thing too. Crap. Fajner believes that it may close some doors, but open others. Maybe it's going to be a tool that saves time and the mechanical part of a job, the things you do without thinking, but you don't need unique people for. That you don't need any people for things that aren't the most interesting thing to do. Maybe there will be less of those jobs, but more of the interesting jobs." So basically what they're saying is, like, we're trying to take, like, the tediousness out of animation. I'm cute. Like, I will say this. I love how they said right off the bat, like, AI is not going to take away the creative side of it. It's just going to be for, like, the technical stuff. If that's how you use it, then cool, right? I think that's...
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. So, yeah, the final thing that I want to touch on right here is the signs of change. With inconsistent cash flow being a staple of the animation industry these days, the future can be difficult to predict. For little, allocation of refunds will play a big role. When it comes to production, we think high budgets will be reserved for an increasingly smaller group of properties, with increased pressure to reduce budgets on everything else. But that won't affect the kinds of stories Mainframe wants to tell. We are focusing more of our own shows on great character comedy and a positive spirit. As parents, we see the toxicity on social media, and we want to model something better. According to Cohen, the future of the industry relies on those attempting to cultivate something new. The future is defined by what is happening at the edges. The successful edges will drive the industry, she explains. There will always be a desire for classic animation. Every year, new children discover the art form and are enthralled by it. So that's a big key right there. We will always have a desire for classic animation. But for the generation who have enjoyed the Pixar era, they have matured and are seeking new frontiers. This group will define the creative future. This will be fertile ground for independent films. Passionate filmmakers who will find a way to make their films using more creative designs, intriguing universes, and engaging timely scripts. These independents will define the new era of animation. I'm really glad to hear this. I think that this is a really kind of a breath of fresh air and a way for basically for the industry to say, yeah, it may look bad right now, but rest assured, we're not going to let this technology overtake the industry. And, you know, uh,
They probably see that they do that, it becomes easier to steal from them too.
well, yeah, and I think the other thing about it is, as much I went to a convention here in Chicago about a week ago or so, and I had a really interesting discussion with a guy who was trying to sell AI and get people on board with doing AI in filmmaking, right? And the guy kind of said something interesting to me. He said, AI is not going away. It is here. It's getting better. It's getting smarter. The one thing that you can do is either, work with it or be left in the dust. I was really pissed off at the end of that meeting. I'm not going to lie. I was really frustrated with that conversation. However, after thinking about it a little bit more, he does have a point, right? We're not gonna
There is
give
some truth in what he said, yes.
right now. Is that basically me saying that we're going AI with our work? Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
No, we are going to keep this as creative and AI free as possible. Um,
Man, I always felt this kind of like, when the industry started using machines instead of people to
yeah,
do like the most mechanical things.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So what happened to those people? Well, they become machine operators.
Right. And that was the thing too. Like you said, you can learn how to control the AI. You can learn how to train the AI. You can run and check the AI. And I'm like, listen, I don't want to focus on all that. I want to be creative with it, right? I don't want to have a
Hmm.
hit animation now button. I want to do the animation. And
Yeah,
you know,
that's the thing, is that like AI should be used for tools that will help artists
exactly,
rather than replace them.
exactly.
And that's the big differential here, is that th- the goal of replacing artists is what a lot of like tech people who have not an artistic bone in their body want to do, because they want a
Yeah, because
piece
they're
of that
jealous.
pie.
Right.
They want a piece of that pie. A lot of them,
Hmm.
I'm sure, are jealous, and like
Look at all these artists with
that
their
we're kind of
pencils.
at this
Disgusting.
we're at this point in history where that barrier of
Entry. The barrier of entry.
entry
Yeah.
is like going to like happen, where I think people will get the message that artists can utilize AI for good
Mm-hmm.
and inevitably overtake the people utilizing AI to replace artists.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's
I.
like in
And
our it's like
yeah,
in our interview with James Lopez, where we were talking about that one scene where I thought it was at 60 FPS, but
Mm-hmm.
he was using this new thing that he was working on with his people, to interpolate in between frames,
That's right.
which I think I think that that's a perfectly reasonable utilization of AI. I think that that is totally like, it makes sense.
Right.
It saves time, and it lets, as much as in betweening is like good for helping new artists like catch on to the style and whatnot.
Right.
um I think that's a utilization of AI that I think is like a net positive,
Yeah, I do too. Again, and it goes back even in our industry in the '80s when they introduced computers, right? How many of the old school animators were horrified that they're going to be replaced by the box, right?
Hmm.
And everybody, in the industry was saying, "Trust me, guys, you will love this. It's going to make everything easier. It's going to enhance the look of the films," and that's exactly what it did, right? If you think of films like The Rescuers Down Under, or The Great Mouse Detective, or even Beauty and the Beast, which I think was probably the pinnacle of what they were able to do with computers in the 90s with the cap system, right? Like they took it and they pushed it. They replaced archaic techniques with technology to get it done not just quicker, but also more efficiently and even more beautifully than could have been done before.
A bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because animation will always be animation, right? There will always be the 12 principles. There will always be the techniques, the methods, and everything that we do in the animation trade and in the craft of animation. How you create the animation is going to be different from artist to artist to artist, right? Whether it be using clay, digital models, paper and pencil, what have you. The industry will continue to evolve. It will continue to change. And I think it's important that as an artist, you get a good grasp on all of it and learn the principles, so that way when the tides change, you're able to hop on and able to go, okay, I'm still employable. I'm still able to do this. So but long story short, this was a very interesting read. I will leave a link in the description after the show to this article on animationmagazine.com. Definitely go check them out. They are a tremendous source for all things animation news and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's the news for today. Before I go, I do want to give an indie shout out to the folks over at Shockwave Animation. They are getting ready for their very first episode of Animation Station, where they're going to be, it's going to be called Millie and the Great Big First Episode, where they are actually going to be interviewing one of a friend of the studio, the one and only, wow, holy crap. Sorry, just had something stuck in my throat. The creator of Lumi and the Great Big Galaxy. They are actually going to be the first guest on the show, which is super exciting. Evan, he is a fan of Chucky Chicken. He actually follows our Twitter. I'm friends with him on Discord. Really cool guy. We may have him as a guest on the show as well. So we'll see moving forward. But yes, go and support them. I've seen the show on my radar for a little while, and as a matter of fact, the voice actress behind the host, Millie Martin's, Lakira Porter, actually followed us last night, so I had to give them a shout out. So hello, Lakira. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations on this really cool show. And go check them out and go support them, because it's going to be a really cool time. But other than that, that's the news. We're going to go into our commercial break real quickly, and then we'll be right back in about a couple of minutes with our next segment. So stay tuned, but hold on. Where's the commercial? Here we go.
And salutations! This is Featherton Filler with cracking news! Chucky Chicken merchandise is finally here! Yes, that's correct. A delightful collection of wares featuring the lovable rooster and his pals. We've got everything from shirts to socks, caps to cardigans, mugs, stickers, and very soon we'll have pins! As many folks know, the production team for the series works on a volunteer basis, so every penny raised through our merch sales goes to helping keep their operation afloat and brings more Chucky cartoons to you in a speedier fashion. So don't dilly-dally any further. Visit ChuckyChickenCartoons.com and click the store tab, or use the link on screen. Once again, thank you for your patronage, and we hope to fill you in again soon.
And we're back. Yes, folks, that's true. This show is sponsored by all of the wonderful folks who support us by basically getting a piece of Chucky Chicken merchandise. We will be having new items coming out very, very soon. We do still have our promo for the stickers, If you have yet to do so, we have 4 sticker sets available currently. One of Modern Chucky, Chelsea, Freddy, and then Classic Chucky. Each one is $10. However, if you use promo code STICKWITHCHUCK at checkout and you're purchasing all 4, you will get 50% off. So it'll be 4 for $20. Visit our Fourth Wall Chucky Chicken cartoons, Fourth Wall, and get yours today. So yeah, lots of really cool stuff on there still. And we will be getting some new designs and stuff and things coming out here relatively soon. But with that being said, we're going to take a very, very short break, not even like 2 minutes long, because I got to get a glass of water. But stick around. We'll be right back.
What kind of film department are you running down there, Fox?
Oh, come on. I just bought there.
We need a clean slate.
I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
I'm starting to think that maybe what it takes to be a famous director just isn't in me after all.
Hey,
And,
Chucky.
I'm rambling a bit, aren't I? Here we go. Well, good night.
Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch that! No! Stop it!
This is ridiculous. I ain't washed up yet. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get rid of Freddy.
Cheese and crackers. What are you putting in this water, kid?
Soap?
Soap and water. Like a clean soup. I love it.
Oh.
Keep up the great work, kid.
Attention, everyone. I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
We already know Chucky, Miss Chelsea.
We sure do. Fair Duncan best janitor this side of the reefer. Righteous.
Oh, right. Well, you may have known him as a janitor, but now...
Oh, Chuck, you ain't leaving, is you? You was me best mate.
I thought I was your best mate.
No, he's the new co-director.
Oh, well,
Okay.
now I'm just embarrassed.
I always thought he was some kind of rat.
Lovely.
Thanks for the fanfare. Hi kids, Chucky Chicken here. Remember when you're trick-or-treating, be sure that you only go to neighborhoods and areas that you know really, really well. Near Emma.
You were right, Chucky. These Halloween traditions are so much fun. I'm so glad I get to experience them for the first time. Especially with you.
Aw. I'm all too happy to celebrate with you, Chelsea. Why don't we take a picture to commemorate the evening? Chelsea, it's getting awful late. Why don't we head for home?
Oh, Chucky, just one more house, please.
Oh, what the hey? One more won't be the death of me.
Oh, good, because there's the house right there.
The old Grayson Manor! Chelsea!
Are you gonna get water?
Oh,
Yeah, where are you gonna get?
hang on. I gotta find.
They got water.
I was gonna get water, but I decided, not to, cause, why would
Because
I?
I was distracted.
I was distracted. It's okay.
We talked about the
Sorry.
funny.
We did. We talked about the funny and about the about the horse collar and all that lovely stuff.
Horace.
Yes, Horace. So, anyway.
Oh no, you're what for?
More
no.
clear, the condensation.
Stop!
What? You don't even? Do you even know what or nor is from, Mike?
Yes, I do know what it's from.
Okay.
I'm hip with it.
Yeah. What's it from then?
Are you hip and cool, Michael?
You know, it's from the one show with the water people.
Okay. I'll accept that.
Okay.
My point.
Yeah.
H2O out of water.
It's not my fault.
That was not even close to Australian. Not even close.
Listen, it's okay. I'll give you an A for bravery because that was really hard to do. Oh, we're back! Hi, everybody. Hello.
You put us back. What, Tino?
I made Michael watch Ride the Cyclone with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you think of it, Mike?
I thought it was interesting.
Dude, the one girl song where they strap her to like whatever that machine was that's like flipping her around in circles and stuff. That is so cool.
She was creepy.
I mean, that was the point.
I know.
Her voice, though.
And,
she's got a set of pipes on her. So, hey fellas.
Yeah?
Guess what last month was? And we completely and totally spaced on it.
What?
It was our 1-year anniversary of doing the Cluckin Crew.
Oh.
Yeah.
We totally did forget.
We did. On June 9th, which was also Donald Duck's 90th birthday, it was our anniversary. And we completely and totally forgot about our anniversary.
Overshadowing us.
Happy late anniversary, everybody.
Happy late anniversary. And yes, we did it. We made it one whole year. Holy cow. That's insane.
That is very... I mean, good for us, though.
Good for us. We did it. We didn't quite hit 52 episodes like I wanted, but, you know. Saberwing is, yes, the next week is the big 5-0. So, what are we doing for it?
We're trying to get as many of... yeah.
Live on stream.
The demon being as many of the cast and crew that we can Shanghai into the podcast.
Yes, we would like to, because
like a great reunion.
Exactly, because not only do we have that, my friends, but also this month is Chucky's birthday on the 25th. Which is insane.
Oh, you say, Michael?
Well, if you go by the date that the first cartoon was released, he will be 15 years young.
Quinceañera.
Yeah, dude. He can't drive, so he might as well have a quinceañera.
Oh, my God.
Hell yeah.
Fine, but let Chelsea wear the dress.
I mean, yeah.
Sure.
All right, it's her birthday, too, so... Actually, technically, it's Chucky and Louie's birthday, so...
Yeah.
So
well, I guess Louie will be a quinceañera.
He would be all for it.
Yeah, Louie would wear the dress, yeah.
Am I a pretty quinceañera? It's like, that's not how it works.
Am I a pretty quinceañera? That's not correct.
He'll be like, Chucky, does his dress make me look fat?
Oh, I know. Oh, my gosh. Saberwing, the 25th, not the 24th, because then his birthday could be annotated as 24/7. I know! I was a day late.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's fine. It's okay. But, yeah, so we got 2 big celebrations coming up, which is huge. I'm still trying to get some folks on the podcast.
Yeah, and make sure you tell me everyone who's going to be there in case I have to make things.
We'll give you... We may have to give him, like, an extra week just to make everything, so...
Listen, If they give us problems, we can just like go the caveman route and hit them on the head and drag them here.
I mean,
But we
that's-
want them to keep working here.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
yeah. Like, you do you,
Oh,
boo-boo.
we can hold it at gunpoint.
That's
No! Tino, what are you doing? Oh my god, ignore that, folks.
Yes.
Anyway, never mind.
Eyes.
It's all right. So I think for the 50th episode, we're just gonna. I hate to say this, but for the 50th, we may be keeping it just a little cash. Maybe going through some of our favorite moments from the past year.
Maybe the crew could
Oh,
play.
you're gonna give us cash?
Minty, can what?
Minty is not on the podcast.
Oh my cat.
Listen, if she's
My cat
gonna be on the
Minty.
podcast.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Minty, she handed us some epic animation today, and
Person, not the cat.
yes, the person,
way.
not the cat. Although technically she is a cat on the podcast, so
Oh damn, this got confusing.
how does this work? Wait a minute.
Two minty cats, two Tinos.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank goodness my name is all weird. That's one thing that's nice about my weird
Mike
name.
comes with the new internship, like, hey, this is Elias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They
too
were like,
This is
funny.
Elias.
Two
Normal
Eliases.
name, the spelling absolutely messed up.
Right.
Totally.
The name is awesome. The spelling, you get used to it. So
Yeah.
A-L. So, but yeah, so I honestly feel like for like the 50th episode, yes, it's a big one, right? It's a milestone. It's huge, but I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to get that. I've tried everything I can to try and get people to like be like, I'll be there for the 50th.
Mm-hmm.
No one said nothing. And it's
You'll
heartbreaking.
be there.
I
I'm
know.
gonna throw the house out the window.
Don't do that. Don't.
What?
I appreciate the.
It's a party, Michael. Let's go wild.
Oh, do you want to take this, Elias, or
What?
Tina was threatening violence again?
Nah, he's
Oh, I
just...
said that was let's have a wild party.
Oh, okay. Well,
What if we played Gartic Phone with the crew, whoever's
I
there?
hate Gartic Phone.
Have you played it?
Yes, the drawing tools suck.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's not supposed to be super...
We'll play a D&D one-shot campaign with the Chucky Chicken characters.
I would do it. I have things ready for a 5th edition game that we'd never played.
It's a one-shot, Michael. Come on. Could be fun.
I'll even make a custom one.
I'll
make a whole new thing.
You know what? We'll leave.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, Chad. Come away. Let's do it.
Chucky Crew, Chucky fans, would you like to see a one shot? A D&D podcast one shot for the 50th?
Yes and 2 for yes.
One for yes and 2 for yes.
Oh
We can make a poll, though, can't we?
We can, yes.
Yes.
We can.
I'll make a poll.
Okay, go ahead and make a poll.
How do I make a poll?
You can choose. We do it. If you choose that we don't do it, we're gonna do it anyway.
Harvey asks, what are we talking about? We're talking about our 50th episode next week and what we're going to do to
Yeah.
celebrate 50 episodes. I mean, we could
Gonna go wild.
We could do that.
Gonna get arrested.
Oh, we could act out a fan script. That's actually, oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Because I've wanted to do this for a really long time. If we can get certain voice actors here on the podcast with us, I will have a couple of old Chucky Chicken scripts from like years. That's more like for the 15th anniversary, though. That's like the
Yeah.
anniversary party. All right, pick a 1930s
Can I write a
movie.
script?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was gonna say maybe we could do like Casablanca or The Wizard of Oz or, you know, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. You know, It's a Wonderful Life, one of those fun movies, and have the Chucky characters act that out. But, you know, what do I know?
Wow, Michael.
Yeah, so we're still working out there.
Anyway.
What? I don't know what to add.
You're like, yeah, so anyway.
I do like the Legend of Feather Scorch, though.
I do like the Legend of Feather Scorch. That was...
Yeah, well, like we had like half of the ideas ready, so it will be ready for
I
them.
think you wrote out the whole thing and like the story ideas, so, which is insane.
So how would you know that it's good, Michael?
Everyone's saying the fan scripts. If you know how to write a script and you can format it properly, send it to us in the fan Discord. You know,
They're like short, made by the fans, but like
Yes.
short comedy strips too.
yeah. So, like, if you have anything that you want like, I know a lot of people would like have fan requests for like people to say stuff on
No
stream.
profanities.
Yes, keep it clean.
Watch your profanity.
Please. Can you imagine Tommy Turkey as Ebenezer Scrooge if Featherton had a Christmas Carol? Absolutely. I think about that all the time. Like, who would play, like, who would be Long John Silver in Treasure Island? Or who would be, you know, Sam from Casablanca? Or Dorothy from The
I know
Wizard of
Treasure
Oz?
Planet.
I thought you were gonna say Lord of the Rings. It would play Sam from Lord of the Rings.
Alice in Wonderland.
Play
is
it
a
again,
classic.
Sam! We're almost to Mordor. You know, my favourite place. You know my favourite song. Master Frodo, I told you never to play that song.
And we make the characters like look all weird, like the Bakshi.
No. What are you doing? Stop it. No. Stop with this shenanigans.
No,
right now.
instead of Bakshi, it would look like Don Bluth
No!
for our Lord of the Rings parody.
What are you doing to me? No. At least Rankin Bass. I will accept that, but...
Oh yeah, Rankin Bass. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. I was like, Don Bluth.
I'm trying to think of like the animal animated like counterparts to Rankin Bass, which I think Don Bluth is a good comparison.
I love Don Bluth. Don't get me
Michael.
wrong. I like Don Bluth. He's just
He just is really good at drawing gross stuff, and that's what I like about it.
He's the king of 80s horror in children's films. Like, God, and just the way he draws cats are so demonic.
It's always just the cats.
It's always the cats.
He knew how to draw 2 men, 3 men maybe.
One girl and one cat.
One girl. Yeah. There was Fat Man. There was
Hot Man.
Conventionally attractive man.
Wrinkly
Those
Dinosaur.
might be the only 2 now that I'm thinking about it.
There's Daphne.
Daphne.
Yeah, from Dragon's Quest? No. Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
Dragon's Lair, yeah.
Yeah. So he knew how to draw
And
3
Space Harrier.
3 women.
There's Spaceys. I am just messing up all of these titles. And yes, Coffee Cat Dad and Crocodile Lips. He knew how to draw crocodile lips.
Can we have a big-lipped alligator moment at some point?
One day. You'd have to make the graphic for it.
No, I mean like...
Oh, in
like
the show.
concept of... Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, on stream it would be very funny. We all just like we rehearse for like 3 months to pull this off. We do a whole musical number in the stream and then just act like nothing happened afterward.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'd be cool with the big lipped alligator moment. I would see why not.
Yeah.
Harvey is confused, so we're just talking. We're just having fun here. So, we have an hour left of our show.
A big lipped alligator moment. Only the real internet OGs will know.
Absolutely. So, anyway, moving right along. Progress report on the pilot. I'm sure people are dying to know how that's coming along.
I mean, I'd say it's coming along pretty good.
If you're not too bad, we're gonna tell you anyway.
We're gonna tell you anyway. Yeah, so we're like 80-something% done with sequence 1, which is pretty rad, actually. And we're coming to the home stretch with that one, getting into sequence 2. We're going to be working on some other stuff. Wow, my brain is just like shot right now. I'm so sorry. Elias, could you take it away from me, please, and help me explain what the heck I'm trying to say?
So
Take it away, Elias.
Thank you.
We're almost finished with sequence 1, which is really good. There are 13 sequences in total.
Yes.
As we are working on sequence 2, we're going to be documenting the time frame a little more closely, just because sequence 1, it was kind of all over the place as far as like production, production progress is concerned. Like there were a lot of moments like, what are you saying?
It took
what are you?
forever.
It took a long time, but we have a much more solid foundation now.
Yes, we do.
And
We
we are hoping that things only continue to progress from here. So we're going to be taking a bit more documentation as far as the length of time it takes to progress on sequence 2, so that we can figure out a more solid timeline as to when we will most likely see the end of this road.
Yeah. The other thing that I'm excited about is we are taking audience feedback pretty heavily. We are making adjustments to certain shots and sequences that just didn't read well with the audiences. We're taking a lot of the biggest notes that we got were add more Looney Tunes type humor into it. So
yeah,
we're going to be doing that, which I'm very excited about. One person said, "Can you make it less wordy?" I wanted to smack them, but they were right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know how much we can get rid of the wordiness, just because this is like the setup for the show,
Right.
more than like a proper first episode.
Right.
But we're definitely working on adding more and like adjusting things
Right.
to be a bit more show not tell.
Right, and definitely in the writing of the next episode, which I am currently doing right now, I've taken all that into account. So maybe if these guys are good, I can give them a sneak peek of what's going on with episode 2. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see.
I would say post that to the Patreon, because NGB points out that we haven't posted to the Patreon recently.
Yes, you are 100% right. It's been, it has been a minute. There's been just a lot going on. I do have to admit, I am kind of the guy that is responsible for the Patreon. I need to kind of divulge duties a little bit to the other guys so they can upload stuff as well. Like I know Tino, you're constantly working on stuff that I think would be perfect for Patreon and coffee. So at the end of this podcast, we're
Constantly working, you got it right.
So
I don't know what you said later after that, but you can say you're constantly working. I said, hell yeah, I am.
Yes, but you're working on stuff that is good for like early access for people to be able to see. So
Ooh, have I?
yes, so
Yeah.
yeah, so
Oh.
we're gonna make better. Yeah, because we actually lost a couple people on Patreon this month. I was very sad to say.
Dang.
Yeah, we've had a like. I hate to say it this way. I haven't really been paying a whole lot of attention to the numbers the past couple of months, but our monthly uh, recap on YouTube came in. This was like one of our lowest viewed months. So, like, the highest so far for the year has been April. I don't know what the hell we were
Yeah,
doing in
I mean,
April, but
I think part of it is that like June, kids are like getting out of school and stuff, and
yeah,
people have more time for activities and all that. Um,
stupid people
but
having
yeah.
lives. What the heck's the matter with you? Don't you watch the
Yeah,
show on
no,
your phones like normal people?
we're definitely gonna be
Gaslighting
trying
people to watch. Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean,
post
yeah,
on
that too.
Patreon and Coffee more regularly was what I was
Yes.
gonna say.
Yes, and I'm concurring with you 100%. So I do apologize for the lack of content on the Patreon. Um, I will get. We're work. I guess for us, it's like we have been trying so hard to focus on getting the pilot back in production because I think it's no secret we took a big hit this year. The classic cartoon matinee really kind of took the wind out of our sails when it didn't
Mm-hmm.
get shown. Um, and a lot of people went on hiatuses or were burnt out or needed to like take a break. So the first 3 months of the year were trying to keep things going, specifically with the podcast.
Yeah.
And, March was like the beginning of a lot of personal issues for me, you know, dad closing down the business, mom getting more cancer. June ended swimmingly with mom breaking her femur, which, by the way, thank you all so much for her prayers and the thoughts. I did want to give a super quick update on her. She is doing better. She is on the road to recovery. They basically discovered that she actually broke her leg going down the stairs, like it snapped on the stair. So, because the cancer has like done a number on her bones, and there was one spot in her femur where it just kind of gave out. They are doing investigatory research to see if her other leg is going to be able to support her body, because she now has a rod in one of her other in her leg. So we're just waiting. We're just waiting to see how that's coming. However, she is in rehab. She's working hard. She's doing really great. She's super tired, but she's doing good. She's hopefully going to be getting out the 9th, so that'll be a blessing for everybody. This month was devastating for me financially, just for personal reasons I don't even want to get into until it's figured out. But yeah, and then of course, and obviously we're not giving these. This isn't meant to be like a pity party or like
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
give us
no. We
excuse.
just want to let you guys know what's up and
Yeah, because I
we just want to be open.
exactly.
We
So
like life affects us as and the production and
yeah,
that's why things have kind of slowed.
slowed.
But the good news is that production on the pilot itself is, I think, stabilizing a lot more.
That's a good.
So we'll be able to get a lot more done, thankfully.
Yeah.
I'm about to composite a bunch of stuff, and then those scenes will be officially finished.
Which is very exciting. And if you saw it on Twitter yesterday, we have about a good minute and a half of. Was it a minute long? How long was that? Like maybe 45 seconds? Almost a minute of footage.
Yeah, let me check.
So, because it was pretty extensive. So, and that was really cool. Like seeing all that and putting the backgrounds in and getting that all
It was
put together?
15 seconds.
Okay, I was way off.
It feels like a minute, but it was really 15
It's not
seconds.
good. If it feels longer than it is, it's not good. Oh,
No,
no.
I don't think that's true. I mean, think about like vines. A lot of the best vines feel way longer than 7 seconds.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It all depends. You
I
know,
just-
I think the illusion of something being longer than it is gives like I don't know, there's a level of immersion,
Yeah.
I think, you know.
Like, I know that
People
if...
can say a lot in 7 seconds.
This is true. I do know that every time we screen the pilot for somebody, they feel like that it was like 15 minutes when it's actually like 20 minutes, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool. Yes, 15 seconds is a long time for cartoons. So yeah, but it was so funny because like seeing the whole thing in color with the background, we were just like, whoa, did we do that? It's kind of rad, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm stoked about where we're going, and I'm really happy with the direction that we're headed. I know that once we get sequence 1 done, I promise we will put that on Patreon for people to see.
Yeah.
So actually, I think it would be fair to make up for everything that we have not been able to do on Patreon recently. As each sequence comes out, you will be able to see it first on Patreon. Consider it like a little mini-series before the big final cartoon comes out.
Before it all comes together.
Exactly. So, and you'll have it with the music and the sound effects and the compositing, the whole kit and caboodle. It'll be really, really cool. So if you want to be able to see the whole cartoon before anybody else, go support us on Patreon. Yes, that is what we're going to do. Because we love you guys. So, and if you've already supported us on Patreon and you are continuing to do so, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world. It really, really does. So, we are, so yeah, all good things are coming. So I feel like we're in a really good spot, and we're getting closer to finishing at least sequence 1. And once that's done, I think that'll be the catalyst for the team to be like, wow, we got 1 done. Let's get another 1 done, right? Like it'll be, I think that'll be really cool. So, thank you for the hearts for support. Jolly Rancher says, what a deal. I don't know if that's sarcastic or if that's genuine, but I'll just take it as a genuine. But anyway, yeah, so that's our progress report for right now. We're really excited about the future of the show. I will also say, I did hear back from the folks at the Arcada Theater. There are plans to discuss potentially doing the show. I'm not going to hold my breath, though. I'm going to kind of tread softly with it, but I'll let you know in a couple weeks whether or not the classic cartoon matinee will be shown this summer or year or ever. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Yeah.
And if not, we're gonna make our own matinee.
Exactly. We'll make our own and we'll upload it here.
Blackjack, and I'm not gonna say the rest.
There you go. But yeah, so I'm curious about you guys. So the 15th anniversary is coming up, and Tino and I were talking about it yesterday, and there's something that I want to do. I think it would be really cool to do little vignettes, like stills, of some of the most popular Chucky cartoons, but done in the more modern style, right? Like one example that I had was Fire Hosed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically putting Chelsea, Margarita, and either on a lamb or a rabbit that could be an extra, I guess. Tito's like, we'll steal it. No one will ever know.
Hell yeah, you get the spirit.
Exactly. But yeah, I want to do like fun little stills and just have something to celebrate this month, Chucky's anniversary. So, what are 4 cartoons that you think are definitive of Chucky Chicken that we need to use to celebrate the 15th anniversary? This goes for everyone in the chat as well.
I think Burger Battle.
Really? Why Burger Battle?
I think it really is like a benchmark of like the humor and comedic timing of Chucky.
The one that he's not even in.
I'm thinking Chucky Chicken as like a whole, not just the ones with him in it.
Okay.
I think that Burger Battle I think is kind of like like I said, the benchmark of like the beginning of the evolution of the humor within Chucky.
Okay. That's fair. I think that
What Elias said.
Saberwing says, honestly, I'm of the opinion that if you're going to remake a short, it should be one of the weaker ones to illustrate how far you guys have come. Yeah, that'll be later. That'll be later. We're talking like just a picture, like a still vignette, like something that like if you were going to do like a
postcard.
Exactly, like a litho kind of thing, like celebrating. You know how they do like a scene of Steamboat Willie or The Sorcerer's Apprentice or The Brave Little Tailor,
like
or
a cell.
Yeah, like a cell kind of thing. Like what Chucky short, Elias thinks Burger Battle is a good one. I do too. I think that's a great example of the comedy, especially with Louie Loon, Johnny Jackrabbit, the Mayor, and the bird formerly known as Don Julio, now known as Tino Turkey. Tino's been here the whole time. He just went under a different name. And was like really rebellious. But anyway, I digress. I think Wake Up Call. I mean, the first one, right? It's the first Chucky cartoon. We have to acknowledge the first Chucky cartoon. So important. And I would love to see classic Chucky and Louie done in Tino style. I think he would do like a kick-ass job with it.
I agree.
Yeah. What about you, Tino?
What you said.
Tino.
All right.
I'm excited.
Well, I know, but what cartoon do you want to like do a vignette from?
I told you.
Tell the people watching.
Burger Battle, like Elias said. I said it out loud. What? Chad, did you listen to me when I said it?
You said you liked Fire Hosed yesterday.
I like them all.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
If you asked me yesterday what my favorite color is, I will say pink, and today is blue.
Okay.
Tomorrow maybe yellow.
All right. What's it today? Green. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, chat, let us know. Billy California says, tell us! Anyway. Well, we want you to tell us what are your favorite Chucky Chicken cartoons that we've done. Coffee Cat Dead says, I wouldn't mind seeing an updated version of Snowplowed.
That would be good.
That's a good one.
Another good one, I think, would be Carolers. Because I remember that's one of the first ones that I was involved with.
Yeah, Carolers. I like Carolers. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd also love
Though to be fair, it's like I would want to change everything except for the stuff that I believe Petey Indy did.
No, that was Yap. That was Yap.
That was Yap.
Yep.
Yeah. All the stuff Yap did, we'll keep that. Everything else.
Oh, so the stuff that.
Everything else, trash it, burn it, and throw it off
That's
the cliff.
not nice.
I'm not. Listen, I'm just saying there's nothing to improve in Yap's stuff.
I know, but like everyone's saying, like trash the other people's stuff. Come on, Andrew worked on that. Moy worked on
I
that.
don't know. I
Laura
wasn't there
worked
when
on that.
that sure was made by Michael.
Ugh. Kimberly says, I'd love an updated version of Foul Play. That's a good one, too. I like Foul Play. That was a fun one. The idea of old shorts being re-scrambled is a great pun intended. Oh, Chucky Chicken re-scrambled. Ugh. Sounds messy, but I mean, I'm down for it. I'm down to clown if these guys are. But again, folks, this isn't going to be like animated yet. Like this is just a still picture to commemorate the short.
Yeah.
So, I know everybody hates this short, but Grim Grinning Giblets, I think, was kind of an important one to.
People hate it? Why?
I've gotten some complaints about it, saying that it doesn't portray Chucky in the best light, and it makes Chelsea look like she's bullying Chucky.
I mean, if we and that's Fire Hose.
That's Fairs?
No, that's Fire Hose you're talking about?
No, Grim Grinning Giblets.
Oh. I mean, if we redid that one, Chelsea and Chucky would basically be different characters anyway.
They really would, actually.
So I think that one would be a good one because then it would be like, oh yeah, this is how like Chucky this is how the new characters would be in this situation.
Yeah. And I definitely want to do a sequel to that with Chucky, Louie, and Johnny actually like ghost hunting in Grayson Manor.
Yeah, and I could honestly see it being, instead of just Chucky and Chelsea, it being a trio of them where Louie is the one getting, like, basically forcing them to go to the manor, while Chelsea and Chucky are just like, it's late, man. We should go back to the studio.
Louie's the third wheel.
Yeah.
Tricycle.
Yeah, there could be like a whole scene where the gang like meets up and everyone else is just like, all right, we've had our fun. We're going to go back to the studio and continue start our like Halloween party or whatever. And Louie is like insisting like, no, man, I got one more house I gotta go to. And then Chucky and Chelsea are kind of the only ones left who are like, oh, we gotta make sure he doesn't die. We gotta make sure that nothing happens to him. He's going to the sketchiest
Tommy won't let me out.
house.
That's 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Chelsea is just like, listen, if anything happens to me, they're gonna have to deal with Tommy, and I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
It's like, oh, so you're sending me? Yeah, it's what I do. I'm the boss. Go. It's like, fine, whatever. I'll go track down our cart boy. Oh my goodness, that would be really funny. Am I coming in, by the way, or am I?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, because OBS is just chugging, and it's really bothering me. I think next time I'm gonna have to put it on 30 frames per second because
You have it on 60?
I do, yes.
Yeah, we don't need 60 FPS.
Okay, next week, we will have it on 30 for next stream. So ever since I switched over to the mini gaming PC, it's been chugging pretty fiercely with OBS. So I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah,
like,
we'll optimize it and we'll get it running fine.
Yeah. So somebody also mentioned Abracluckdabra. Um, we're kind of already doing that in the pilot proper, though. Wow, nobody's saying chicken trap.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Abracluckdabra, like, we're kind of redoing it in the pilot.
Okay.
You don't know.
In universe?
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
You asking me or asking Elias?
Elias.
Okay.
What?
Abracluckdabra, the short where Chucky is the magician with the magic box, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I cleaned up Louie and added sparkles for that. Like, I know.
Okay, I was about to say, like, all right. So
Sparkles, Michael. What do you want from me?
He added sparkles.
Sorry, that was me.
Sorry. I made my head spin with that one. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh, this is awesome news. I love Abracluckdabra. Yeah, spoilers. Sorry. For those who didn't see the screening. Yeah, so...
okay, you can... Chad, forget what we just said, okay?
Yeah. What?
Never happened.
Never happened, exactly. Bishy Sparkles. Okay. Is that what I said? Apparently, okay. Sorry to put you on the spot there, Mike. No, you're good, Coffee Cat Dad. It's all good. But yeah, so I think we're gonna stick to 4 for this one, and maybe we'll add a new one every year leading up to the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
So, that'll be fun. I really, because I really wanna celebrate Chucky's legacy this because it's 15 years is nothing to squeeze at. So, but yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll release it as merch for y'all to be able to buy and to actually like have and own. So, wouldn't that be fun? But, all right.
We will buy sales. We will paint on them and say that it was handmade.
Will we do that?
Yeah.
And you can frame it and put it on the window.
Okay, we're doing that. All right, fine, cool. All right. Well.
Get it? Because it's a sale, so you should put it in the windows. The light coming from outside.
Yes, I got it. Loud and clear.
I'm talking to the chat, not you, Michael.
You never talk to me!
Why you think is that?
I don't know!
Well, think about it.
I know I'm annoyed.
Because I'm gonna tell you. I think Elias will think if that was funny, but okay.
I thought so too. What are you? He's doing something else. What are you doing, Elias?
I'm reading something.
Why aren't you not focused on the conversation?
Quite frankly, I'm not sure what we're talking about.
Oh my god! All right.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry.
Whatever. Moving right along. So there you go.
Oh no.
Or nor.
Oh no. Clear.
Clear. The condensation.
Stop. Anyway.
Come on, join us, Michael. It's funny.
I'm just gonna.
It's fine.
I know. All right. Move right along.
Saberwing Elias being smart and staying out of this.
You know what? Yeah, you're so right.
So right.
He's very smart.
You're so right.
It's like, Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
Nah,
Dad,
y'all keep fighting. I'm just gonna be over here.
We're not fighting. Okay. As a matter of fact, we're gonna Mike, Tino.
Why don't we have dinner as a family anymore?
We're not fighting.
I don't know. Maybe because Tino doesn't make dinner for us anymore.
Why don't you make dinner then?
Because I almost burned the house down the last time I made dinner.
Fair. I guess I'll make dinner.
Yeah, why aren't you making dinner?
I don't wanna.
Mister's being smart and staying out of it.
Order pizza from now on.
I'll make you the best dang dinner you ever had.
Hello, Domino's? Give us the best ding dang dinner we've ever had.
I don't work at Domino's.
Like double cheese? Yes.
I am side-eyeing you so hard right now, and you're not even here. I literally looked at the chair next to me, just like, are you kidding me right now?
Are you training me right now?
Are you kidding?
Put me feathers.
Anyway. All right. Well, for the 50th next week, I know that we are going to have these two guys.
Yeah.
We probably will also be having everyone's favorite Matthew Coe back on the show. Happy may show up. Curry may show up. I'm going to try and see if I can get Mark to come on the show. Hopefully Xana can come on and help out as well. And, yeah, I think for the 50th, because it's the Cluckin Crew, maybe we should just stick with, like, the crew? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if...
I think that's fair.
Yeah, and then for, like...
if we can get other people on, then sure, but,
Yeah.
like, if it works better for the 50th, then we'll try and get more of the cast on the 50th.
Yeah, exactly.
I just need to know who's gonna be there.
I know. We'll get you plenty of time. And if anything, we'll have them on in, like, segments.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea, too.
Yeah. So, see, that's why we have our BRB thing. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, moving right along with that one. Well, I'll tell you what, gang. I honestly, you know, I am looking at the time, and it's, like, getting pretty close to me having to shut down, and, Matthew says, hey, guys, you're chatting each other. Sounds like you're all high. No offense. We are high, Matthew.
Well, I know.
Matthew, just offend us. Don't worry. I'm not offended by that.
At least one of us is not high on life.
At least one.
At least one.
Elias is smoking the reefer again.
Again.
Michael, you were supposed to not tell them so they can keep guessing who it is.
Oh, they know Canadian. Who it is. Are you
it's
kidding?
Legal here. It's gonna be me.
Well,
he's got a freaking sink in his Chuck Soda's mouth. Who else would it be?
And I had to make it a cigarette, otherwise.
Gee, I wonder who it could be.
You make the other thing.
Every time he comes in, yeah, that's cool.
I can get along with people, or I can be sober. You can't have both.
Put that on a
you're
mug.
so right.
You know? We're making a mug
That made
of that.
me approachable, didn't ya?
I can either get along with people, or I can be sober. I can't be both.
Yeah, it can't be both. You gotta pick one.
Well,
it's like one of those triangle diagrams where it's like pick two.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway.
Get along with people, be sober, work efficiently. You can only pick two.
Well, we know which one got thrown out. I think the be sober one was like annihilated the day that he forwent it. Never choosing it again.
You ever assume that I am sober? That's brave.
Very brave of you to assume I'm sober.
Yeah, no.
Sober for life, right here.
Sober for life, yeah.
Yeah.
Shabakadu.
Yes.
Free Shiva. Ooh, my back.
I heard that. Free Shiva.
Oh, my neck.
Okay. All right. And on that neck-breaking note, I think we're going to go ahead and shut things down here on our end, just because, like I said, I do have a lot of packing up to do, and I gotta turn off the lights and make sure everything's locked up in this place before I get out of here. But so, just a really quick rundown one more time for people who tuned in late or wondering what the heck is going on. Next week is going to be our 50th episode, our golden episode. We're very excited about it. We're going to have a majority of the crew come on, talk about their favorite Chucky Chicken moments. We're going to talk about some of our favorite Cluckin Crew moments. Maybe we'll do some replays of some of our favorite moments from the show. So if you haven't done so already, go and watch the shows and give us your time codes for your favorite moments, because I think that actually would be really fun to play on the show. Now that I'm thinking about it,
that would be good. Clip the things that you like.
Yes.
Send us links to the clips.
Yes.
And we will go over some of them.
Yes.
On the next episode.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, link them over on the Discord, which if you have not joined, Mike, can you get a link in there?
Yep, working on it right now. So yes, I will be putting my computer's running slow.
It's okay.
Oh no.
Wah-wah-wee-woo.
Anyway, all right. There we go. All right, don't go away quite yet, Billy California. We're not done yet. So, okay. There we are. Please let me pin it. Thank you. Okay, message is pinned. So yes, on the Discord, I'll create this right now, actually, for folks. I will go ahead and put favorite 50th episode clips. So there you go. There is a new channel that's called 50th episode clips. All you need to do is go onto YouTube, onto the stream, clip. It can be as long or as little as you like, and we'll play it on the show. We'll do 50 clips for 50 episodes, and then we'll do 100 clips for 100 episodes. God willing, we get that far. I hope we do, because that would be fun. But anyway, let us know. And if you haven't done so, reverse. About to send the funny Clarence goodnight, folks, turkeys. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. I don't know what I'm saying either. But anyway, if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you'll know every time that we go online or we upload a video. Please be sure to share this with everybody that you know. We talked about this last time. If you're on Twitter, Instagram, any sort of social media, we're on Blue Sky, we're on Threads, we're on Newgrounds. Share this with people. Let folks know that we're here. Let them know what we're doing. If you love the show and you want to show your friends, do that. If you hate the show and want to show your enemies, do that too. Don't matter. Just get people here watching and having a fun time with us. If you are able to financially, we do have a Patreon. For as little as $3 a month, you can help support the show and everything that we do and keep this operation running. We do highly encourage and highly appreciate everybody who is a Patreon supporter. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do something I don't think I've ever done on the show thus far. And I'm going to read off a couple of the names of people who do support us on Patreon, because, that's...
I think we did this like forever ago.
Okay,
but then we just stopped doing it.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and do that right now. So,
and while he's looking that up, if you would like to support the show and get a little something for yourself in return, we have our merch shop. We have a bunch of different stuff on there, and we're going to be adding new stuff soon. So keep your eye out, and if you're wanting to keep up to date on anything Chucky Chicken, make sure to join the Discord, and y'all will be the first to know of all the news, if there's anything that we're planning on doing. Yeah.
Okay, so currently right now, hang on one second. Okay, membership. I'm doing this on my phone because the computer is just running so darn slow. Let me... I'll get there. I'm working on it. I'm almost there.
So yeah, in the fan server, for sending in clips, yeah, okay, Mike put in a new channel, 50th episode clips. Share your favorite moments of the Cluckin Crew podcast in that channel, and next week we will go over them with our favorite people, our crew.
Yes.
And we'll have some laughs together.
We will. All right. Apparently, I do have to do it on the computer, so stand by. This is frickin' ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm trying to end the show and give the shout outs to the people who support us. So, okay, here we go. Audience. Torbeck just wants to show off Torbeck's favorite fans. Here we go. All right. Okie dokie. So here we go from the... Perfect. All right. So from the $20 tier, we have Jolly Rancher Knight. In the $5 tier, we have Cartoonosaurus Rex, Cody Brosert, Doki. They actually canceled, so I'm not going to say them. Pete Huntington, he canceled. Sarah Doggy, Tamer Co., Brush in the $5 tier. They're actually in the $3 tier. Also in the $3 tier, we have DJ Animations, Hoffdead123, Insignios, JB Behemoth, Seth Levine, and Sean Jolly. Those are all the people who are paid members of the Patreon. If you would like to get your name written off, all you got to do is make a donation of $3 or more. And thank you so much to all of these wonderful people. We do have quite a few other people that are free members as well. I will mention Comedy E Studios just because I think out of anybody on the website, he has pledged the most. He was like donating $20 a month, and he did that for like 4 months, I think, or like I don't know how long. But anyway, thank you all so much for your continued patronage. Very, very sweet, very, very kind of you. We really appreciate everything that you do for us. And with that being said, for the Cluckin Crew, I am Michael Cook.
I'm Elias.
I'm Tinor.
And thank you so much for watching. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great 4th of July week. Happy holidays, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.